I'm Fiona Keary, and this is the fabulous Christy Gooden. We're from Style Liberation, and we're excited to share with you that the doors to our online program, The Style Transformation, are now open. The Style Transformation is the only program that gives you 3 super quick wins in terms of your colour palette, style, personality, and body shape so that you can start creating a wardrobe full of outfits that you absolutely love without having to start from scratch. Now, over the next few days, we're going to share with you some of the wonderful stories from our style transformers who have used the tools that they've been provided in the style transformation to make those changes in their wardrobes. So we really wanted to share those with you. And today, Christy, we are talking to the fabulous Elaine. Tell us a little bit about Elaine.
Elaine's a super busy professional. She's a physio. She's a mum of grown-up kids. She actually came into the style transformation with a love of style. She felt she sort of was shifting a little bit in terms of her colour. She had previously had her colours done and was draped a warm clear. But just as you know, Fee, as we become ageless and wiser, sometimes those colours can shift. She instinctively knew they were probably shifting, and so she jumped on board to sort of gauge where she was at in that regard. So let's listen to Elaine tell us about her style transformation journey. So I'd like to welcome today the beautiful Elaine, who's agreed to come and talk to us about her style transformation journey. But before we get into that, Elaine, if you wouldn't mind telling us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I'm Elaine. I am 66 years old and married to Bob. I have got 4 adult children, and to my eldest daughter, I've got 6 lovely grandchildren.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we've got to try. I emigrated from England to New Zealand, so we've lived in New Zealand now for 37 years, and I have recently retired I was a physiotherapist, so I retired at Christmas time. Had a little blip when I went back to work, and I've just retired again. So
you've decided you might go back to that. Well, it sounds like you're busy enough, that's for sure, with all those grandkids and kids and things like that. So Elaine, I guess what we want to talk to you about a bit about today is, what do you think you were struggling with when you sort of came across style transformation?
Yeah. So I have a lot of clothes, and since the kids all moved out, they've long moved out, I've sort of spread to quite a few wardrobes. And so while I had a lot of lovely pieces, I often felt that I still couldn't couldn't always put together fabulous outfits that I felt wow in. And plus also I would forget because I've got so many wardrobes. So I think, I felt that sometimes I would be getting ready to go out with my husband, and I'd say, I've got nothing to wear. And he said, you've got to be kidding. You've so many clothes. But I did feel that I wanted some help with streamlining.
So it is very much that thing which we come across a lot, a wardrobe full of clothes, but still nothing to wear.
Yeah, which I didn't think was really me, because I know I've got some nice pieces, but it was creating, outfits from them.
So I guess, what was it about the style transformation when you started seeing information about it that sort of thought, oh, that actually could be for me?
Yeah, I think I saw it online on Instagram possibly. And so I'll take a step back. When I introduced myself, I also decided at Christmas time to stop dyeing my hair. So
freedom.
It is actually, thank you. And so that was a big decision to make for me, because I've always been a redhead. And so when I was looking at the course, I'd begun to feel that in not colouring my hair red anymore, I was losing a little bit of what was my identity, because I was very much Elaine with the red hair. Mm-hmm. And I just felt that the colours, I've had my colours done before, and I felt that the colours were a little bit dull, and I didn't always feel bright enough in them, because I'd lost this shining red hair, and then I just felt like disappearing a little bit. So when I read about the course, I thought, I think I'd be keen to see if my colours still work for me, or if indeed I'm a little bit different. But then the more I read into it, I could see you've got all these other parts to it, which is all about, kind of your body shape and style personality. So there was just so much more to it than just doing my colours.
Fabulous. And that's really a sort of key point we love to work with clients about. And that is, we do change over time, not in our colouring as well, because age and hair colour and things like that do impact on it, but also in terms of our style personalities. And sometimes our body shape can change and shift and things like that. So it's something we feel like when we give clients this theory, it allows you to make those transitions and be more mindful and about when they're happening and what to do in response to them. So I guess, Elaine, before we go on a little bit more about the process and your aha moments and things like that, is to tell everyone what you discovered in terms of your style personality and your style theory through the process.
Sure. So I had always been drawn to, so I think doing the course has really confirmed what I kind of knew anyway. So I've always been drawn to elegant styles and elegant pieces of clothing. And so when I did the style personality, it did sort of give me that tick that, yes, I am elegant. I do like to be a bit creative, though. There is a bit of rebellious in me. So it just kind of really reinforced these things that, oh, okay, I could look back to my 20s and think, I chose items then that was very much my style personality. And also I feel that, you know, it's given me I've always been confident in wearing colour, but it's given me some more confidence now at my age, where, as you say, you know, my hair's changed, my complexion's changed. I'm still very slim, but I know I have altered in my body shape. So yeah, I just feel that it's really just made me stand out a little bit more.
Exactly. And you discovered you're a beautiful, warm, clear light. So that's colour palette we refer to. And that is probably, that light palette is probably where that shift has occurred since you've stopped colouring your hair and things like that.
I think so, yeah.
And so in terms of the theory and what we discover about your style personality, colour palette, body shape, that sort of thing, what do you think were your biggest, well, what was your biggest aha moment through the process when we did that theory?
I would definitely say it was to understand contrast levels. I'd never given that a thought before. So until I did the course, I'd never even, just never considered it. And so I'm a medium contrast, and I can now see clearly too when I would put a light coloured clothes, but they don't do anything for me. So that was a really kind of strong moment that I thought.
Standout moment. And I do think you've nailed that medium contrast today with your beautiful purple that you're wearing, which is very much in your palette. Gorgeous. And in terms of, I guess the biggest takeaways, your aha moment was contrast and knowing, I guess we should explain to people in terms of contrast, what we're talking about there is the effect of the colours we put together on our bodies and on our skin. So what effect that creates, as you say, you're a beautiful medium contrast, that being your biggest aha moment. What do you think are the three biggest things you implement in your wardrobe or getting dressed every day, the three sort of biggest things from the theory?
Yeah. So I understanding my body shape. Again, I knew certain things about myself: raised waist, long legs, but now I can see what know what I am, and actually know how I want to create a shape on my body.
Yeah,
so I learned that through the program.
Fabulous.
And I used the blink test, which getting dressed, stand in front of the mirror, close my eyes. What's the first thing that my eyes drawn to? Is that where I want the attention to be?
Fabulous. And that, in terms of getting dressed every day, the empowerment that you feel knowing that, and as we've said before, understanding where you've had a win and how to recreate that.
Yeah, and I just feel put together, just feel.
Absolutely, which is very important for an elegant. Now, Elaine, in terms of the process itself, how did you find the process and the group we're working within?
At first, when I did join, I wondered if it would be difficult living in New Zealand, and so, you know, I think you make it very easy because you record all the clinics. I did love to stay up late, 10 o'clock at my time, but it didn't mean it was 10 o'clock till midnight. But I did like to be involved in the comments, you know, being able to sort of do them live. So I did do quite a few of mine live, but I had the option if we were going out, or, you know, I had something important to get up for the next morning, and had the option to watch them recorded. I wondered too, you know, if the advice that you were giving about shopping, if it would be relevant to me living here in New Zealand too, but I haven't really found that to be a problem at all.
Fantastic. And that's something too, we tried to design the course around, or the program around, even the theory, and knowing the theory in different countries would still be relevant, but the video modules too being still accessible and available for as long as the internet survives. So, and in terms of the group itself, we do have a closed Facebook group for the style transformation. How did you find working in that group, Elaine?
Very supportive. I think both you and Fiona are really supportive, and then you've got your new colleague too. 2 new colleagues, but just, you know, when you put a comment in there, that there's always such lovely positive comments. So it's a really nice group. And
sorry, you go.
Well, you begin to feel that you know people even though you've never met them.
I know, as we found today, talking to each other today, it's very familiar, isn't it? So Elaine, in terms of thinking about someone who might be contemplating it but not sure if it's for them, a little bit concerned, a little bit self-conscious, what would you say to them to sort of prompt them to sort of take the leap?
Well, I would say give it a go straight away. And I've told lots of my friends about that, because they comment on what I wear and how I look and everything. And I said, you should try this course. But that aside, you know, I've just found it to be very, a really caring group. It's a very inclusive group, and you know, it's quite. I found it to be really nurturing. It's really fun. I love everything fashion, and so I absorb it all. There's so much there. You can go back and re-look at things if you feel like you've not quite grasped it straight off. You can learn in your own time, basically. So
fabulous.
I do seriously think it's one of the best things that I've ever done.
That is absolute music to my ears. And in terms of that, how do you think it's changed your approach to shopping for items and putting outfits together?
Well, I'm a lot more considered, because I have streamlined some of my clothes, definitely, but I definitely now plan before I go out. I think, what am I missing? What, you know, I'm looking to create an outfit. So I'm soon to be going on holiday, and I'll need 4 weeks of clothing. So I'm a lot more calculated about, you know, putting things together, and when I do my shopping, less impulsive.
Yeah, and it's important for a creative, because me being a creative also, I understand how sometimes it's just like, oh, look at all these amazing things, and I want them all. We're very mood driven and like lovely things. It's really important to be mindful about what you're bringing into your wardrobe from a cost efficiency perspective, as well as a size. As you say, you tend to spread out. But I guess it's that certainty you get with knowing your theory and being able to say, no, that isn't for me.
That's right. Where before I might think, I'm going to miss a bargain, I really need to buy it now. I actually am stopping and thinking, will it work across different seasons? Can I mix it with some other items in my wardrobe? How can I change it? You know, I love doing currently in the Superstyle, the 1 item 3 ways.
Absolutely. And that's going to be something very beneficial for you in terms of your trip coming up and packing for that trip.
Exactly.
So Elaine, can you tell us a little bit about what's changed from people's reactions to your style since doing the style transformation? What beautiful compliments have you received?
Yeah, thank you. One that really stands out, Christy, was I had at Easter time, I came over to Melbourne, and I ended up coming on my own, but meeting up with friends because we used to live over there for a while. Anyway, it was evening, and I was walking down on my own down to the Regent Theatre to see a play, a musical, and a woman who was just sitting in one of the doorways, she was, a homeless lady, and I had on a really bright yellow jacket and some lovely khaki pants, and I was, glammed up, and she said, "Lady, wow, you look fabulous."
There you go.
So much. It meant such a lot, actually. She just
You probably brightened her day with your bright yellow on. Probably brightened your day. And those compliments from perfect strangers are actually unsolicited, completely unexpected. But it also, too, I do love hearing those stories, because I also think, too, knowing your theory and dressing your theory and feeling 100% authentically yourself in those clothes, I think it makes you walk differently.
Probably does.
And I think that's also what people are noticing, not only that beautiful color, but the fact that I do absolutely think we walk more confidently. And I've seen it in clients in fitting rooms also. They put something on and it feels them, they stand differently.
Yeah, I do it myself, and I know, the power of color and how it affects your moods. And I think for me, being a physio for all those years, I used to wear a terrible uniform, white, not my best color. And there was a bit of a navy trim, but yeah, to actually put something on that, really, it just gives me joy to put some
magic. Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Elaine, for taking the time today to talk to us about your style transformation journey. And do enjoy that theory, and keep on with your theory, because you're doing absolutely fabulous.
Thank you, Christy. Thank you very much.
Elaine, thank you so much for sharing your style transformation. And again, so many great ahas for Elaine too, but in particular, and this is the one I love, Christy, around contrast level, because that is where I made all of my mistakes, and I hadn't learned about contrast level at all when I had my colours done.
Me either, Fee. It can be one thing to get your colours, but it's another thing entirely how to use them. And in the style transformation, we go very deep into contrast level, because we know it's the difference between loving your palette and not. Elaine did discover, actually, she had shifted from a warm clear into that warm light palette, but still being a medium contrast, she was realizing she was shifting too much into those light colors, and her contrast was too low. So for her, that big aha moment of realizing, I can still actually wear sort of medium depth, bright colors if I wear them in the right contrast level. She felt she started to disappear a little bit. So for her, we love it when clients understand they can still embrace those beautiful colors in their palette.
And that's the thing, where we're starting to feel a little bit lost, whether it's with style, personality, or color. In style transformation, we're really about giving you that knowledge and those tools so that you can really embrace, those wonderful characteristics that you have. So thank you so much, Elaine, for sharing that. So we'd love to tell you more about what you can find inside the Style Transformation. So just a reminder that the Style Transformation is the only online program that gives you a personalized style profile. You don't have to try and work out what your colors are. You don't have to try and work out what your body shape is or your style personalities. We actually give you the tools to do that. Plus, we actually do a color analysis for you, personalized, and your body shape and architecture for you. So it's no guesswork. We take all the guesswork out of that for you and deliver it straight to you as 3 quick wins. So you get the style personality assessment, but more importantly, as we've talked before, we help you translate your style personality so that you know exactly what you're looking for in terms of the structure or the print and pattern, the colors that you're going to be attracted to, what's going to work for you hairstyle wise, shoes and accessories, how to find those pieces in the wild or even in your wardrobe so that you don't have to start from scratch. We give you a personalized My Private Stylist program, which gives you every cuff, every collar, every neckline, earring drop, bag size, belt type that is going to be right for you based on your measurements and proportions. We also do a virtual color analysis for you. So we do lots of staring at your gorgeous face to determine the best range of colors that are going to be perfect for you. Not only will you get a color palette that will make your eyes glow, your skin sparkle, although that might be the other way around, your hair look shiny,
anyway,
all of
exactly.
exactly, all of those things. But the real benefit of working off a color palette is then everything in your wardrobe is going to mix and match. When you work from a color palette, all of the colors blend together harmoniously. So you get that personalized for you. 150 plus colors that are perfect for you, available on your iPad or your phone anytime. Plus, you also get access to our 5-part video course. Now, this is for people who really want to dive into the detail. So we have lots of videos that you can consume in 5 or 10-minute slots that all pull together to give you that support to implement the theory that you have. You've got access to that forever. Plus, we also have cheat sheets on your body shape for color palettes, comprehensive color guide, plus lifestyle analysis worksheets so you can see where you should be spending most of your clothing accessories budget, for example. We also have a shopping for success strategy too. So if you're someone who hates shopping, we have made it so much easier for you. We'll show you the tips and tricks that we use with our clients when we shop in person or online with them every single day to make shopping so much easier so that you come home with absolute winners. Plus, if you're someone who, you like to travel or go away for the weekend, or you just want to streamline your wardrobe, we give you the step-by-step guide to creating a capsule wardrobe or wardrobe clusters so that you can travel lighter, pack more efficiently, or have a wardrobe where you can see everything and do so much more with less. Then we also have a couple of bonuses. We have the trend translator. So this is where Christy weaves and waves her magic wand and pulls together all the items that, pulls together all the trends that are happening for spring, summer 23, and then shows you what's right for you based on your style profile, which is your style personality, color palette, and also your body shape. This makes sure that you're not going out and getting one-hit wonders. And there is a trend for every single style profile. And the beauty of it is when you work with your style profile, it's not a one-hit wonder trend at all, is it, Christy?
Absolutely not. It's right for you and will work into the future too.
Yes, because that's where we get scared when it doesn't work into the future for you. The other thing that we do is we also run live style clinics, which are recorded if you can't make it live, so you can watch it back at any time. We answer your style stuck questions. So if you're not sure about something that's come up in your theory or you've got some questions, you just submit your question in advance. We weave our magic again, answer those questions. And if you can't make it live, you can just pop into our portal, search for your name, and the answer will come up for you. Even if you are not going to ask a question, this is super, super valuable because someone else is probably asking a question that you hadn't even thought of, but that information is gold. So really, really handy when it comes to that. And then we've also got our wonderful style transformation community. We have members in there who did the style transformation last round in March, or last year in September, or 2 or 3 years ago, who are really, really practiced at their theory. So they are in there to support you, answer your questions, help you on your style transformation journey. And so are Christy and I. We just don't give you the tools and toddle off. We are in that group for the next 9 weeks, supporting you to make sure that you've got the tools and then how to implement them to create that wardrobe full of outfits that you absolutely love. So, how does the style transformation work? You get 3 quick wins. You submit your photos and your questionnaires, and you will come away with your style personality assessment, your virtual color analysis, and also your virtual body architecture analysis too. You'll get access to the Style Transformation 5-part video series, plus you'll have questions answered in the style clinics in the Facebook group as well. So there's all that ongoing support for you for those 9 weeks. So how much? If you were to work one-to-one with a stylist in person or work one-to-one with us, you're looking at nearly $2,000, but the Style Transformation is $799 and it's valued at $3,492. If you'd like to join us for the Style Transformation, and we would love to invite you to join us for the Style Transformation, just pop on over to thestyletransformation.com. The doors are only open until Monday night at 10 p.m, Monday the 4th of September, because we kick off on Wednesday, bringing the whole group along together to support each other. Now, we do actually have 2 payment options. We have a 3 monthly payment option of $299 a month for 3 months, or you can pay in full and save $98 for $799. Now, if you do join us and after 14 days you decide, you know what, this isn't for me, and that's absolutely fine. Just email us, call us, send us a text, let us know, no questions asked, and we will refund your course fee. We would love you to join us for the Style Transformation. We know that we've helped hundreds and hundreds of women create wardrobes for their outfits that they absolutely love, just like Kat, Melissa, and Elaine. And to join us today, it's either $299 for 3 monthly payments or pay in full for $799. To join us, pop on over to thestyletransformation.com, and we can't wait to see you in the group.